Hello everyone, this is Ali P13 with episode 22 of Pokemon Yellow. This is being recorded, narrated of what we did, because in the last episode we started to find Surf, and we got that because we were catching all the Survivor Stones Pokemon, but unfortunately we couldn't do all that without the Surf. So what we'll be doing in a bit is to go over and beat the gym leader of the Fuchsia city, and then we'll beat the Pokemon from there. Apologise for not any episodes the last couple of weeks. It was I came down with a bad cold before Christmas, and then after Christmas I was so busy, no, I just didn't have time to do that. So that's apologies for that. Question of the day is on your screen there, and it's about what your favourite thing about Pokemon Sun and Moon is. I like the Pokemon refresh, especially with the rainbow berries, so it saves you time having to friend them all, and when you do get them friend, they got a chance to do better crits, they can dodge things, they can wake up easier, that sort of thing, and that's one of my favourite things about it. There is others, but I'm not going to go into that now. And also I need to let you guys know that there's an extra episode that will be coming. Oh, sorry, I thought that was the house phone. It's on the TV downstairs. There is an extra episode because of what happened last time, and this is going to be about Pokemon Go. It will be out by I'm going to say Wednesday. And also I need to let you guys know that unfortunately my hours are changing on my work, so the programs might be a bit obscure for a while, but we'll try and get that done once I sorted out the recording times and that. And if we have to change the dates of some recording, I will let you guys know on an update video. So until then, we hopefully got that sorted. But as you can see, that I'm using my Pokemon to the usual one: Soundproof, Sparky, Red Hours, Ryu, Draco and Nessie. All of these are going to be used, but we are going to be focused on Draco and Nessie because they are going to be not only the strongest Pokemon of the group, but there's going to be the type of advantages for when we beat the gym leader. When we do beat the gym leader, we will go back to Survivor Zone and just catch the last few extra Pokemon. And then next episode will be a grind montage before we have the episode, so we can just get on with Pokemon battles and probably get up to Snorlax to do the gym. I need to remember to update the notepad. I've already done the update on the notepad, just by accident put the pages upside down. But we will get that started because I know there's a few people that was added to the team because of getting on Twitter, following me on Twitter and that. Reminder, my Twitter page, Ali P13, and remember, if you do follow that, you got a chance to be named a Pokemon as well on this. Well, if you've been seeing my Kingdom Hearts episode, you would know how my Christmas was. I'm not going to go over that again. New Year, I was working because of having New Year, Christmas Eve and Boxing Day off. But I did have Christmas Thursday and Christmas Eve, as we call it in my family, off, and we didn't go bird watching, but we had a walk around in town. I think we went into town for a little bit just to get to do something, and that's what we did. And then I wasn't really bothered with the nights and that. But I was going to try and get sleep, but I did think I accidentally just gave my right thumb again. I have done it once, and even though it's gone back, it's still got a little lump there, and then I thought I'd done it again, and that, so I wasn't going to get to sleep till after the fireworks. And for some reason our neighbours have this, well, not saying next door neighbours, but the houses down the street along decided that they were going to use really powerful fireworks and really loud ones. So I realised I was going to get to sleep in time, so what I did was I just did a bit of colouring and where the fire was, but I wasn't really that bothered, especially on New Year's Day. I was so annoyed. Well, I'll explain to you. I'm getting a new mattress, and this is going to be coming next Friday at the moment. And I wanted to get it from one of the, well, you probably the store in Kin Hearts, but just to warn you. And I wanted to get it from one of the company that was having a sale, and my parents bought their mattress about the week before. And I thought they'd be open. I double checked on Google thinking it was correct, but unfortunately it wasn't, so I was a bit annoyed about that. But what was more annoying was my dad thinking, well, they're shut, we'll go to another one and get one from there. And all they kept going on was that particular store, go and get it from there, we'll get it from there when it's open. I got a catalogue with all the offers they got for that on there. Ooh. Hello? Oh, sorry, I don't know why, but I think it just stopped working. Anyway, I got really annoyed about it, and the next day they were saying we'll go and try again, and now I was saying to Mum, why is it you guys want me to get this bed from there? There's no point in that. Anyway, in the end, I managed to say get them to go to the one I wanted to go for, and then if not, we'll go to their one. But fortunately, I found a perfect bed mattress from there. So I had been tidying up my bedroom ready for the for them to come, and that is going to be Friday. And I've been got most of my bedroom tidy, but I need to finish off. But that would be Monday, well, Sunday or Monday, depending on what day. Anyway, as you can see, we are getting through the gym. We have a few close calls with soundproof, but I think I decided to use the cycle one more just to see what it was like. Ugh. Sorry, I was just seeing something gross on the TV. Never mind about that. Anyway, we are. I think we get through this anyway. But at least you can see where the maze is on this. So I decided to do all the trainers before going over to the gym leader. So that was good. Pokemon. I better mention you guys how we've been doing with that. And that was a surprise. I wasn't expecting a Slash, but I thought because we got Uru and he'd be good for poison as well, so I had 3 Pokemon would do well for this in the end. And I had to use Nessie just to beat the Sand Slash, as you can see here. I had to be careful because they were doing critical hits galore, and this is what I'm remembering. And it's been a little while since I've done it, so I've done the video because of what happened, but next episode will be recorded and audio will be well when we record it, so you'll have to bear with me this one. With Pokemon, I finished the Pokemon Moon and played the game on that, and with that also I started playing Pokemon Sun, just so I can catch some other Pokemon and that you don't get on Moon, especially the legendary one. Can't remember his name, so I'm gonna go with a stick for that. Anyway, and I was going to record this morning, but the early one, but I never got a chance. But it was good I didn't, because I was on I was going through catching Pokemon, and I was going to go back to Area so I could see if I can get some items after I got Tauros. And lo and behold, I find a shiny Alolan Diglett. I'm not lying, I have got it. I'll put a picture on it on here now of it, but it was on. I put on my Twitter a picture of it before, when it was on my screen, and just in case I did accidentally find it, but I did catch it. I named a blue nose, as you can see. I couldn't think of anything else to call it, to be frank. And I just was so surprised because I went through Pokemon Moon and I got quite a few Pokemon and that, and I never saw any shiny. I know it's like 1 in 4,000 and that, but Crikey. Well, I must admit that with Pokemon Sun, I've been going through quite a few SOS calls, which is annoying, but at least it's good HP. That to a point, anyway. But as you can see, we're having trouble with Drowsy on the screen. And I think I was using Sparky to get paralysed or something. Or was having trouble with everyone's on screen. And we're doing alright so far on this, but it's a bit of a struggle with these Pokemon. And I think I switched over here, or did I? Nope. I think it's Sparky Faint, I think. You do. Now I remember. You do. So I went over to Red Hours because I just didn't want to use the Sunproof's moves until later on. But I had been using the 2-type Razor Wind, but I might change that when I get a chance, because however, I prefer, well, the only real time I use a double that takes 2 moves is the HPs. Well, it was to they stopped allowing us to do it on Sun and Moon anyway, that sort of thing. But the real reason I'm playing Sun now I've done Moon is so I can try with the new one of the other starters, because I had Lipton for my one for Moon, and I'm using Rowlet for now for Sun. And I'm trying to get to a good moves Pokemon with the new Pokemon in there, so I can be competitive in battles. It's going alright. I got Rowlet's second first evolve. I got Growlithe, Pikachu, which is going to change when I ever get a chance to get a better Red Hours. Sorry mate, you got caught there. I'm going to have to change the ball when I get a chance. But unfortunately, because of editing and that, I haven't had a chance to do that. So Red Hours has got one more life, and hopefully we don't lose Red Hours, because one of those we one of the first. Well, apart from I think apart from one Pokemon we lost. We've got all normal stars. Yeah. I'm just looking at the book now. So, why is it saying Red Hours got 2? Maybe I just did a what am I thinking? Made a mistake and it's going to vent again, but I'll figure it out anyway. I need to double check the book a bit better anyway. So and what I got for my Pokemon Moon Sun team at the moment, I got Rockruff, so that's going to get that more normal wolf one when it evolves. What else I got? I got a Wingull, that's going to change whenever I get a better water type. And I got a Alolan Grimer. I don't know if I'm going to use Grimer completely, but I'll see how I go with that, because it might be good for when we get to the fairy types and that, because I need some for the fairy types. But really I need to figure out the fairy type as well, for the dragon types as well, but we'll get there when we get there. I've only just got to the second island, so Alaka Island, I think it's called. Anyway, back to the game, and as you can see, we're all healed up, ready to go. And this time I decided, because we are about to face the gym leader, I believe, I will go for my strongest type first. And I think the pause was before, because I had to just go and help something very quickly before I could continue on that. I might just, I can't really cut it out now. I'm doing the narrating, so unfortunately guys, you're gonna have to step with that. Oh yeah, I've forgotten about this guy here, but luckily I remembered before we battled the gym leader. Great, I've gone through quite a bit of what I was going to say today already, and it's not even been 15 minutes yet. It's quite hard to to think of good nicknames. Now I'm going through ideas and that. Oh, Kadabra. This is where it gets a bit tricky. I was thinking of this strange. It was more like Sabrina's gym with the psychic types, and then it was Fuchsia. I was thinking there was an hair or some kind of thing, but it was one of the things I didn't realise it. But as you see, we do it alright anyway, and we got a crit there, so it wasn't so bad. Oh, and the logo is slightly changed. Well, I think I'll just stick with the logo as it is, but the background's different now. If you've been to, you'll see it anyway when you come up to my channel, if you are on my channel, and if not, be on my Twitter page. Anyway, I had a great new year, and then Everbean's been busy in that, and we just brought down the Christmas decorations as we get to level 35 on Draco, and we'll be evolving anytime soon, so that'd be awesome when we do. Today, and that's all. I've been having a busy 2 days off work, my last 2 days off work, simultaneously. So we'll deal with that when we can, and we are headed now to the gym leader, I believe. Yep, and here we go. Pietro likely dares to challenge me. Very well, I'll show you the true tale of Ninja Master. If it to be spared poison and silent sleep attacks. I think it was pretty hard to do. So I'll try to remember what we did, and you'll see how I do anyway. And of course, I used my strongest Pokemon, and this is where I think, God, I made a mistake. I didn't realise that we're going to be so high leveled. I thought I'm going to have to might do a full flop on this, but you'll see and say how I get on that. But Draco's doing the work with Ember, and hopefully soon we'll get a better fire type move to make it a bit more harder to do. But I've stayed with the team because I thought stay with the strongest one for the longest as possible, and then we can go for the back ones that's not as strong, but we'll still be able to do the work if needs be. And we do well, especially with that side beam. I thought we were going to do more, I would be more damage at the time. And then we get this. I hate dosking. And that is one of the things we have to deal with. And that's one down. Or two down, and then we got another Venonat. And I thought, because he's already poisoned, we'll go to for you to carry on with the work from there. Especially as we got dig, so we can at least miss some of the moves as you sleep on sleep. So that was my plan, to use dig, and then we fell asleep. But I thought I'll keep going as long as possible, as long as he doesn't use a psychic on me, and then I would be really screwed. But as you have trouble, because there's a crit, even though it did do damage to itself, so I went back to soundproof on this, and then we got this. I never use X-Fuse on my pick one, never. Difficult, and we do really bad damage again. But I think it was enough. Yes, it was to beat him anyway, so it wasn't so bad. And you got the 31 as well, so that was an awesome move. And this is the Venomoth. So I thought we'd just continue with soundproof, and just so we can get the HP. And I thought I'd better heal because there's no way we would be able to beat it without it. And then he uses not a strong move, so it wasn't so bad to start with. As you can see there, that took a lot of power, and I thought I'd better put it to sleep if I'm gonna have any chance of beating it. So I was gonna have to play the long game if I can pull it off. But you can see so far so good. Healing up again. Look, I had all these HPs. I think I brought them all. I had them on the side, or I'll pick them up anyway. So I thought I'd better use confusion as much as possible, as we might be able to get confusion on there. I can't remember you get confusion and sleep at the same time, but I thought he'll use the strongest move as much as possible before he wakes up and does a lot of damage to me. And luckily it does come confused, which I was correct about. So that wasn't going to be such a bad deal. And then this is when I had to go and quickly help out with 7 gas, so that's why we got this bit of a pause on there, but we catch up very quickly on it. And I think we're just about to scrape through this, but we'll see in a sec. We do, and we do, because we beat him on speed, which is just as well, because he would have wiped the floor with us. And soundproof, that went up to level 32, so I was pleased about that. So you prove your worth. Here, take the soul badge. We got a lot of money out of that. So soul badge event, so you pay 1 increases that you serve outside battle, and take this too. And we got TM number 6, and it was a dog's hit, but it would be one I would never use, so no real point. And this is when I realised that Draco was still poisoned, so I thought I'd better heal up Draco just so he doesn't faint, and then be a strike on this table for that. So we done that, so I decided to continue on and use up the rest of the time to catch some more Pokemon from the survival zones and go after to get the golden teeth at this stage, especially as we spoke to that lady just before on there. Speaking of catching Pokemon, I don't mean too bad on Pokemon Yes on the Moon. A little bit tricky with the SOS thing, but that's one of the reasons why they made it a little bit more difficult to do. So we first went and spoke to this gentleman, and I had no idea what he was on about, but we needed strength, which we did. I went and checked, but I don't think we had strength because I only had Dickens. So unfortunately we couldn't do that one. So I went to the next house, and we found the Pokemon of the rod, so we was able to get a good rod, so that would be useful in the future, especially if we wanted to catch something more than a Magikarp. But I think I remember there was an item up here, or I was mistaken, or just a surfing area, and didn't worry so much. So with that done, I went, I think I did go and get some items. We'll find out in a sec anyway. Or I spoke to this house, I think, the appraisal room, and we talked to the people in here. So we're very knowledgeable about Pokemon, fossil extinct Pokemon, and nicknames what Slowpoke, together. What does the gentleman say? Slowpoke, I can't understand him. Speech problem. Slightly different there. So I went this way, and I think I just went and got some items now. Yeah. Oh, sorry. It's nearly bedtime for me, so I wanted to get this release recorded, and I'll try and get it out. So this episode might be late, but I did put a warning on the website, Twitter anyway, so hopefully you didn't have to worry about that. And then I went and got some stuff, so we get some, especially with Ultra Balls, now we can use them. And then we bought some of those. I only bought a couple because we only used a few anyway in the gym battle. So in the end I decided to go back to the survival zone, as I said about a million times on here. I did think about splitting it a bit, but I just thought in the end, get this done and dusted. It is a long episode, and I apologise for that, but it means that we get this all done and dusted, and we can start the next episode or everyone all in level and that. Oh, Happy New Year, by the way. I forget. Well, I totally forgot about it anyway. So now we can use surf, which will make things a lot easier. Because I know for one thing, that island you can just see on your left, there is an item which I wanted to grab, which was a nugget, so that was worth it, especially with the powerful attacks. And then I decided to go to the far places so they can try and get the rarer Pokemon. And as you see, we got a Pinsir, about Paris I should say, on the screen here. So we went and caught the limb here, and he was named after a YouTuber who followed me on Twitter, and this is where I went and looked through the names I got and decided on which one I was going to use. It was a bit hard to decide, but in the end, I will wait for a few more seconds, that I went for a name that was chosen. I might be slow on this, but I decided to call him Green Day after Green Day 9/29 who followed me, and that because in the end I looked at the names and I thought Green Day would be the best one out of the lot for Paris. So you've been named. I don't know if you can be used, but we'll see how we carry on with the game. But as you see, I'll just double check in, making sure I get the spelling right, especially as I didn't want to make a mess and try and find the name rate changer, which I think was far later in the game, and I wasn't going to get all of it in, so I just named him Green Day. And I actually like the band myself, so made it a bit easier. To be honest, I like their old music. I haven't actually had a chance to listen to the new music, so that'll be something I'll get a chance to do when I can. And we got a Nidoran, which I decided to run away. And then we carried on with that, and we will still continue with trying to find things and that on the screen. I think I went and went to the same places a couple of times. We've got Execute, which we got in the last episode, so I wasn't worried about that. And we did get a few Nidorans, male and female, but we did get some a couple of extra Pokemon, which you'll see in this bit. But I decided to swim or surf over the other side and see if we can find the item that we were missing. I don't know if the number was this one. No, TM32. I didn't know reject to see what it was straight away. And we got, there we go, there's the gold teeth. I knew it was somewhere around there, around this bit that we found the gold teeth. So we went up and continued to catch Pokemon up to the stage where we could continue with the so we can complete the Pokedex. I like filling the Pokedex, but I wouldn't say I'll do it every time for every game. Probably what I'll do is I'll transfer what I got on Sun to Moon, just so we can get that, and then we can go for some shinies. I just fancied going for some shinies, especially after finding that London Grillo. And here comes Kangaskhan, which we thought we'll keep having to go at trying, especially as it's so good, and we were fortunate enough to get that in the first episode. So I went back to my Twitter and see which one I wanted to use, and in the end I decided to use the name Late Night. Did I use something like colours? Yeah, I'll use like that colours. I don't know why I haven't marked it off the thing here, but we'll use like colours and that, and just that in the same fit really. I'm going through the list as I was doing before, see what name popped out of my head. But then I decided on this one, that name for that, so you'll be named a Kangaskhan. Don't know if I'll use you again, but we'll see how we go. I do expect to have use a couple more Pokemon before we get to Pokemon League, because I've been playing Sun and Moon. I might forget which moves sets they are in their first version, and that might make a few mistakes in that. And also, we're bound to be unfortunately with a crit, like a massive crit on that. So we will do that when we can. And I think I had a look at trying to fit it all in, but I realised that we weren't going to. So I done it like that, so it would all fit together. So we went just to see if we could get something else. I think we went and tried to get Rhydon. So thought we would just use the time to catch the last few special Pokemon. I did try and get a Cypher as well. And as you see, we're having a few problems there, and it decides to run away from me. So we continued on, and we also tried to get a Paris, which was a bit hard to do, I must admit, and we did get pretty close at one stage, I think, but it's been a while since I've done this, as I explained earlier. Sorry about the audio being a bit rubbish up to this stage. I really need to write down what things and that to say to you guys about stories and that. I don't really like to like what we call or anything like that. I'm trying to hold out and not saying anything about Pokemon Go, because that is going to be the extra episode to make up for 2 weeks of not having anything on. And that, well, I will say I did get a trading card game, Pokemon trading cards pack, and this one was the one with the Zapdos badge on it, and that will eventually be able to see what they got, but I haven't decided on when that is going to be yet. So we have to wait and see for a bit, I'm afraid. Keep finding all these actually cute. Amazing how many I did find in the end. I was quite surprised. Really need to. I should really get the episode a bit, because going through this, but I'm just too used to doing it the way for it. Ooh, I'm thinking just the challenge being flicked, and one of my favourite films, taking up Hammer 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I like the 3 ones. I'm hopefully going to get the Inferno from the Da Vinci series when it comes out in February time. And I have got some money left aside for there, but I can't wait for that, because that's going to be so great. I would so accept that they never showed it at my at my cinema about that, because everything else I wanted to watch, or I couldn't because of some reason was during the year was on there. So I was a bit gutted on that, I must admit. So here comes a Rhydon that we are trying to catch on the screen, and I was really determined to get at least one more Pokemon before we finish the actual episode. Well, finished doing any extra recording, and of course it runs away again. So I was determined, right, I will get one with the last thing to do before we carry on with doing any other thing. And that, though I was trying to get a Cypher, because I don't know what they make Cypher so cool when they first made it. Nah, I haven't used Cypher in battle, but I might have a go with it whenever I get a chance. But you really don't get a Cypher in Sun and Moon till after you beat the main game, really. So you have to be more competitive back then to do that. Well, at least it could have been worse. room needs decorating. I'll tell you that, guys. I bought paint last year to decorate in because of room being at work and everything. I haven't had time to paint, so with the room all getting a bit nice and tidy, ready for the mattress and that. Hopefully I will maintain it by summer, and then I can actually paint it and try out some new ideas. So that'd be fun to do, especially as I need some experience for my work and that, because they call me the paint lady on there. I know a bit about paint, don't get me wrong. I know a bit about paint because they taught me a bit. I have tried a little bit, but there's a lot of things I don't know, because like only one week customer was getting to paint and that decorate her living room where we got a fireplace in that, and was asking if she could take the sponge as well as the brushes to paint the paint with, and I couldn't really give it an answer because I haven't tried it. And I will admit to a customer to say, to be honest, I haven't been able to try myself, so I can't tell you if it's any better. And I've got a sponge ready for decorating and to see what it's like, but I'll have to wait till I get a chance to paint, really. I really need something better for my TV, because I've got a computer desk that my brother had when he got it. Oh, Ride-On. Before we did get the Ride-On, and this is the bit when I go and double check to see what I used. And from what I used, I couldn't think of anything to put on there, because I looked at all and nothing really took my fancy as much, so I just picked one, which I think was the bottom one. So I went for PS4 Games YouTube, which you might think a bit weird, but especially as it's more for advertising YouTube PS4 things, but I just thought might as well let them have fun with it. And I realised that they weren't going to have numbers on the thing, so in the end I decided just to put PS4 as the letter on there, just so it looks more legit and for it. So as you can see, that's what I do. Next episode, I'll already say what we do for the next episode. I might try and get pack opening done if I get a chance, and get that on one of the websites anyway, but it just depends on how we get on other things today, next few days. So I caught that, so I thought I'll just use up the see if I can get at least one more Pokemon, and that will just use up all the balls. Next, I think we were nearly used up all the steps anyway before this bit, though I didn't really check properly. And we got Cubone. There's only really in that area I got Cubone, if I remember correctly. It was weird to me anyway. And Ride-On again, which was pretty cool that it kept popping up like that. And I think we used the balls more than ran out of steps, but we'll see in a sec anyway. So I apologise again for the audio being the narrating bit getting so far and then being absolutely rubbish and that, but hopefully in the next few episodes I'll get back to normal stride, and then we'll make it a lot better and that for you guys. I'm still trying to find out about randomising the thing, so it shouldn't be too hard to do on that. And we are nearly at the end of the episode, so when we finish the first, I was saying I'm going to only finish it there, just so it will be any longer than well, we're nearly 9 minutes over what I usually do anyway, so it's not like we was planned to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish it there. Please leave a like if you didn't like it, which would be a miracle if you guys do. and if you want to subscribe, then leave it below. Next episode will be up next week, so until then, see you.